Hi all, Deborah Jane here. The other day I did a post on my blog about essential oil application, and I then reposted in this group to say that I'd done that, and I wanted to just this morning go through a few points that I think are good to know. Obviously a lot of people don't want to read a whole blog post, but if you really wanted to know how to use essential oils, my blog on deborahjanedixon.com has a fair bit of information, and I'm updating it all the time and adding to it. But yeah, just to make it easy, I thought I'd run through a few comments that I need to make on that. And I just wanted to try and get my phone going on this live, just so I could see if we've got any comments coming through. So, doesn't seem like it's showing up on my feed for some reason. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to just forget about that and see if I can see any comments come up on my screen. Okay, so I've got a few points to make, and I guess the first thing I talked about in my blog post was that no matter whether you breathe and inhale essential oil, like anything else in the atmosphere, apply anything to your skin or ingest it, it's going to get into your bloodstream. So that is why it is so important that if you're using essential oils and it is getting into your bloodstream, you know that you want 100% pure essential oil. So there are a lot of companies out there who make claims about having 100% pure essential oil, and when they are tested, they're full of garbage, basically. So I know that I trust the doTERRA brand that I use. I know there are companies out there who also have 100% pure essential oils. I don't know what companies they are. I have bought some from an American company, but I couldn't tell you what other companies that are trustworthy. So you need to do your research, and just remember that you're paying for what you get. So if you see essential oils on the internet sold for $3 a bottle, you're not going to be getting 100% pure. Also too, if a company selling all the oils at the same price, I don't know how they could be 100% pure, so be careful of that. The cost of the doTERRA product depends on how difficult it is to get. So doTERRA work with the companies that are supplying. Hi Tracy. doTERRA work with the companies that supply and distill the oils and grow the plants for the oils, and yeah, that's why I know I can trust them. So just moving on, apart from the 100% purity, just a few quick facts about what affects the quality of an essential oil. So it's where the plant or tree is grown. So usually you only source the oil from a country that it is native to. The quality of the soil, weather conditions, whether pesticides are being used, the time that it's harvested, the way that the oil is distilled, and how the oil is stored. So you need to either have it in an amber bottle or a cobalt blue bottle, which I don't have any of here, but that's the best way of storing. And also, yeah, just the packaging. So just a quick note on dilution. I've got another blog post totally talking about dilution, but you just need to know that it's okay for healthy adults like us to do a lot of the general dilution rates that are talked about on the internet. And I'll quickly run through, well, I've covered that off in another web session and also a blog post. But things you need to remember for like the elderly, so age matters. So for babies, toddlers and the elderly, you need to dilute more than a normal adult, normal healthy adult. What you're treating depends on, you know, like if it's a skin condition, which is just a little rash or something like that, you need to, you don't need to be too concerned, but if it's something chronic, you really need to be careful about dilution and dilute well. If you're pregnant, a whole different set of rules if you're pregnant. And for pets, it's also a different set of rules. So just a tip with pets that if you've got an animal in the house and you're diffusing essential oil, there is a list of essential oils that you cannot use with pets. And also you need to make sure the door is open or there is a way for a pet to get out of the house if they don't like the oil. And the theory is that animals actually know what's best for them. They're the ones that go and know to eat the grass when they're not feeling well. And if you can give them an access point and you're diffusing and they curl up in a little ball next to the diffuser, you know that they know that that oil is fine, but because you leave the door open, you know, and they go out, they know that they don't consider that to be a good oil for them. So that's the theory. There's a whole, doTERRA have a whole panel of veterinarians that advise doTERRA on how to market the oils and train people to do the oils with pets. So yeah, there is a lot of guidance online as well. But and that's another blog post. I've touched on it, I think, on a couple of my posts. But yeah, I will get to do one in the future. But it's just a bit of a heads up. So just talking about application. So we've got aromatically, which can be via a diffuser. Now, if you're not sure what a diffuser could be, I can't use it at the same time as I'm using my camera because this plugs into my laptop. This is a little free diffuser I got with one of the offers with doTERRA. It's actually for your car, but I use it in my office because it's a small enough room that it diffuses all through the office, which is good. So you just you fill it up with water. You put 1 or 2 drops in there and of whatever oil you want to diffuse. You could put, you know, probably between 2 and 3 if you really wanted to. Top it up with water to the line, and they all have lines to let you know how much water. Pop it on and then turn it on, and it's not steam, but it's just a nice mist comes out of the top of the diffuser and diffuses it into the room. So everyone in the room will be getting tiny little molecules that they'll be breathing in. So that's a nice way to apply the essential oil. The other way for breathing is that I'm just going to do my lemon, lavender and peppermint because I haven't done it for a long time because I have been well. But I use it for hay fever, and I just put, it's usually 1 drop of each, but I've overdone it there. Rub it in my hands and just make sure I get 3 deep breaths. Now, when I first started using this for my hay fever, I was doing it every day for like, definitely first 2 or 3 weeks that I was using it. And over time, I even forget to do it. I probably do it once every month or 2 months because things are good. But yeah, so that's another way you can do it aromatically. So that's quite good by your hands. And once again, I'm a healthy adult. Probably wouldn't do that for an aged person. Like for my dad, he gets a bit of hay fever. I would recommend the diffuser for him. He's 85. And same, totally different for toddlers and children. So as I said, I'll do a whole post on dilution rates for others. Then we've got topically. So I either get my little bowl there, still cute, nice little white bowl. Can't remember where I got it from. I've had it for quite a few years now. Add some fractionated coconut oil, and then just put 1 or 2 drops of essential oil in with that, and then I would rub it on my skin. And that's the method I use most of the time, but you can layer it. So depending on how many oils you want to apply, say you've got, at the moment he's got a sore muscle in his arm, up the upper arm. So we layer it with coconut oil, then we put the ice glue rub oil on the top of that. And the coconut oil will ensure that hi Julie, will ensure the oil is going into the place that it needs to be. So sometimes when you're applying your oils, you might just put it on the bottom of your feet, and it goes everywhere, gets everywhere into the body. And I can't even remember how long it takes. It gets mixed up, but I'll let you know in future posts. But it's going to get everywhere into your body, whereas if you put a layer of coconut oil in, that muscle is going to get the ice glue and it'll be where it's needed. So that's another good method. And then we've got the ingesting method. So there's a big debate, or not a big debate. For many years, I believe aromatherapists in France have prescribed, because they work as like a physician, essential oils to ingest. And then some of the big companies that are selling essential oils also agree that it's okay to take by mouth. There's a lot of traditional people, and there's 2 theories of thought, that you can take them by mouth and you can't. So I'm not telling you either way. I can tell you that the lemon essential oil, it comes from the rind of a lemon. It is more potent than one lemon. There are many lemons used to go into a bottle of essential oil, and it's much more potent than you would get the rind off a lemon. But we do grate the lemon zest and put it into our food. So I'm quite happy to put lemon into my water, which is good, just a drop in the glass and top it up with water. Then what else was I going to say on that? Oh yeah, the Digestin essential oil, that's great for tummy upsets, or if you're bloated after eating a big meal, or if you had a bit of alcohol and everything's just feeling blah. Very good. Now, originally I used to put 1 drop on my tummy and clockwise around my belly button, and it worked a treat, but I got a sensitivity. My skin has a sensitivity to it now, so I get a little itchy patch if I do that, and that's because I wasn't diluting. So you need to be careful about that. But now I just put one drop into a glass of water. Once again, put the drop in first, top it up with water, and I sip that, and that works perfectly for me as well. I don't have any qualms about doing that, so I'll leave that up to you. I make beautiful fruit water with the wild orange oil and slices of orange in a big jug from Kmart with a tap on it through the summer, and I love doing that. So yeah, there is a bit of a debate. As I said, doTERRA are quite freely telling you to use it through via ingesting, and in France they are happy to do that, I believe, through the aromatherapist there. But then there's quite a lot of people that will not go there. So purely, I feel like you know what's best for your body, but a lot of these oils are doing great things, so I'm sort of sticking with that. So what else I don't need to know? The other thing too is there's so many cooks and chefs using the essential oils in their food when they make it, and well, once again, it's diluted into food, like, you know, like a strong chili. When you put that into a dish with lots of other ingredients, you can't, it's watered down, and then you can't taste the strength of the chili so much. Same again with the essential oils. Some of them, they're so strong you need to just get a toothpick and swirl into your food. But yeah, that's being ingested. So as long as you know how to like dilute and what amount that you use, I think it's all fine. So that's all I had with application. I hope you're having a good day. We in Sydney had a cracker of a storm last night. Heaps and heaps of rain. Storm going for quite a while, but we're all good this morning. Soccer's been cancelled for the day though, and we need to check tomorrow if it's on, depending on how good the grounds are. But yeah, hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. See you. Bye.